Passing through the gates where we are taken to a higher realm. So no one wants to hear of that toxic cell. The bell of our ancestors where it's felt. Passing through the gates where we are taken to a higher realm. So no one wants to hear all the toxic cell. When the bell of our ancestors where it's felt. Passing through the gates where we are taken to a higher realm. So no one wants to hear all that toxic cell. When the bell of our ancestors where it's felt. Passing through the gates where we are taken to a higher realm. So no one wants to hear all that toxic cell. When the bell of our ancestors where it's felt.
Gabat, peace, salam, shalom, shalam, assalam, salam, Islam, peace, Gabat, marikatu, in Taino, marikatu, peace. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a little, yes, Zay, yeah, we're going to do this relaxation thing. We're going to do that. And to get started, got my candle, got my sage burning. Get your environment right. You know what I'm saying? Burn some incense. Burn something. Incense. Don't burn something. Burn incense. I like sage. I burn sage around the house. Sage. Light it up. Burn it. Create that environment, a spiritual, that personality. You want a clean personality, right? You want to set that in for your family and say, yeah, let me do this here. Let me calm myself. After all that headache and if you're in New York, you're riding the train. I know how it is, man. And I know how it is around. I just heard somebody bucking shots here and the cops are all blah blah. They're all right down the block. You know what I'm saying? I never used to see that in my neighborhood, but seen it today and now the cops are leaving. But all this chaos all around us. But you know what? Just like the falcon flies over the storm, we can do the same thing. and find out peace and find out peace. You know what I'm saying? So this is a meditation science. Okay. Like I said, 1 hour before you, 9 o'clock, you should be already, don't need anything. I drink a little water. I still drink water. Let me drink a little water now, but don't need anything. Matter of fact, you shouldn't really be eating, or maybe a little snack later on. But when the sun goes down in that time there up to 9 o'clock, man, you want to rest your system. You want to rest everything. You want to let go of all that chaos out there, bro. You want to let that. You want to let it go. Excuse me 1 second. Why this thing went out? So we're gonna do the meditation right now. So we're starting. When you meditate, you target certain energy centers around you. You know, you meditate, you focus, you meditate. A lot of times, you meditate on your life. Ideas and concept will come, and you want to say, Sankofa, cipher. So meditation, I said they say meditation, medication, calm things down. So you want to calm that particular energy center. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sometimes it's just whirling around. You got the moon, the sun energy, and the moon energy just that's whirling around you. Things are becoming chaotic around you. You know what I'm saying? In terms of you feel mistrust, you feel taken advantage of because you gave your trust and your love, and you're afraid to say, "Well, I can't spread my caring because people I've been hurt before." You know what I'm saying? So you have that guard. But here, when you sit alone, you meditate, you can let the guard go. Let it go. Let it go. And now you're going to expand your heart. Um, Wanted to say about the heart energy center. Just give me 1 second here. Let me bring it up. So we'll know exactly where we're going with this. 1 second here. Okay. Bring that down. Let's look at the heart energy center. And in the heart center, this energy center, that's where caring is at, right? The caring. This is, again, you meditate. This is where beauty, you see beauty in things, it's your joy. You have those aha moments. You're home. You're ready to sit down. You go, it's where harmony is at. Everything you look at your life, here you should look at in this energy center, and you should be meditating that everything is in harmony. You're looking at harmony. We're going to play some music in a little bit because this is where it's at. Some people dance, they meditate and they start doing dancing, and that's fine. Dancing is a form, right? Nourishment and maternity. Okay. This is the energy. If you're going to meditate, forgiveness. Forgive yourself for the things you've done. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Don't necessarily have to tell them you forgive them, but in your heart, while as you meditate, because you're going to go within, you're going to forgive them from here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to tell them, I forgive you. No, that comes later on. But right now, when you're sitting and you're meditating, you want that concept of forgiveness. So you want to open up. Because this is the center, the aha moment is the ability to give and to receive love right here. So you want to practice in opening that up to yourself. You guard yourself. You by yourself. You're out of your instance. Man, I am going to meditate and focus here and just sit here and have the moment. Because I work so hard, man. I seen the smile on my kid's face when I came through the door. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is nice lying down. Everybody is safe in their beds. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful feeling. We had dinner earlier. So everything is fine. Everything is peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And so the idea when you're gonna meditate, as you're thinking about the center and you doing the tone, which is the F tone, uh, uh, you tune yourself with that, right? You want to develop your forgiveness and your compassion here. Okay. You don't have to, again, you don't have to demonstrate it outside of you right now. We're gonna go within. It's here. Are you here? It's here. This is the opening, expanding of the heart. The balance is right here. This is the barrier. This is where your ideas and concept meets your feelings and emotions. This is the balancement right here. So you want to balance that. You're gonna release yourself from those attachments to those old wounds. Those old wounds. Right here. Ah, ah. I'm safe now. No matter what I went in the past, no matter what happened, no matter what happened today, my job, anything, I'm right now at this point that I'm going to balance myself. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to balance myself. You know, so you're here right now. You're at that point right now. You're here. And hold on 1 second. Where did it go? Where did it go? So are you there? Is if yes, let's start. Let's start. That's what Tahuti told his initiate. Are you there? Are you here? Here, there, which is here, which is where, right? There, you take away the T, you got here, right? Where, you take away the W, you got here. It's about being here right now, right? Right now. And so this center, this energy center, again, your balance, this is where your music come out. Again, your ideas are meeting your feelings and your emotions. So this is the part right here, heart energy center, right? Right here. And the tone for that, I used to use the F sharp, but for this purpose right now, I'm going to go ahead and use the F. You can hear that? And remember that the letter, the harafat, the letter haraf that is representing of this is the ah letter in Sabi, the back throat letter, the glottal letter, the ain in Arabic, ain, right? The ain in Aramaic, in Arabic, the ain, the throat, the glottal throat, coming from your diaphragm, right here to the back of your throat, halak. So what? Halak. So you're going You sit down, you quietly remember, and you're meditating, and you're sitting down. So you ready? Hold up. Ah, ah, so you're thinking of music, you're thinking of balance, you're thinking of beauty. You're thinking of that balance. Remember that and then is also used in when they recite the the scriptures and they recite the Quran at the end. They go Amin, right? Um, um, Hold up. Tune up. Hold on 1 second now. In this particular heart energy center is also being represented by the harp, piano, and the violin. So I found an ancient Egyptian harp being played by an artist. I'm going to share it and play it. Um, uh, so you're sitting quietly. Yes, take half an hour each day. But you can also meditate on different energies that you want to be aware of at every day, every time of the day. You know, or certain days you want to say, well, this is about the heart energy center. So let me concentrate on my music. Let me concentrate on balance. Let me concentrate on harmony all around me. You know what I'm saying? Let me concentrate on it. You know, see? So, but at your home, you first, it's, let me hold up. Isn't that beautiful? To play it again. Sing. Excuse me. I start tearing. Start tearing. Beautiful, beautiful, man. So you engulf. That's the heart energy center and opening up, and you see when you on the F tone, and then you hear the heart. That's the harmony. This just opens it up because it's harmonic. At the same time, that F, it's in the harmonic, and so you create this music in your heart, and you think about the forgiveness. You think about letting it all go, and able to receive and to give love. You're right in this part. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out there and demonstrate, walk around, oh, I love you, I love you. No, this is for you. This is to go for you and inner you and to accept. First, you got to forgive yourself. You got to do that shadow work. Remember, in the heart energy center, love casts a shadow of grief. So sometimes we grieve because we lost some type of love. That's when you grieve. But that's a shadow. Sometimes grief and you grieve can help you even love more. You know what I'm saying? But there's two energy, light and moon energy, and they're twirling around. So sometimes that grief comes with love, and love becomes a grief in that section. So you look back and you says, man, I open and I forgive. I'm not grieving no more because I forgive and I accept forgiveness within myself. I'm not letting any of that outside world poison me inside, poison my heart like that. The heart is very important, like I said, it's the barrier. And then you have all those gray matter coming up, wrapping around the heart, and before it goes into your oblongata in the back, Abdullah oblongata, where your breath is at, right? Where there's vines, there's neurons go up to the heart before, and then and the neurons from your ideas and concepts from this brain, this matter, gray matter, comes down and meets at the heart. And that's where you get the balance, man, of ideas, concepts, which you're feeling. And this heart has to be balanced, harmonized. It has to be harmony. And you can do that through dance, the movement of your body, through dances, certain dances that our ancestors practiced to connect, to share that, you know what I'm saying, to connect with that ability to share, to harmonize, harmonize. Same thing with music, beauty, you know, that's how important the heart is. And even in balance, when you have the weighing of the heart with the feather. So the feather is etheric, right? Heavenly, and the heart is substance. So your heart has to be balanced with your etheric self. You know what I'm saying? And you have to do shadow work. You look at all your grievians, look at the grievians. You stand in the mirror, you look at your grievians, or you think, you light up a candle, you think about grievians. And grievians also that you might acquire from genetics, from your parents. There's a grief there because love casts the shadow of grief. You can't get rid of it. It's both. The enlightenment self, which sorry, give me 1 second here, y'all. One momento. Un momento. Hmm. But the enlightenment self, hmm, the enlightenment self of love is, again, the enlightenment self is forgiveness. Yes. That's where you learn forgiveness. So the love and the grief, love on one end casts a shadow of grief, right? And that creates an enlightenment, which is forgiveness. So when you are on, to enlighten yourself, it's through forgiveness when you're dealing with this particular center, which is the ah. You know what I'm saying? The ah. Let me bring something up here. I'm going to show this. Well, no, I'm not going to show it because it's a sacred text to us, but it's available for those who want to. And this, again, the question was asked by Tahuti: Are you there? Yeah, I'm there, which is here, which is where. I am where, which is here, which is there. So if you know the answer to that, if yes, you're there, and then you start. And so the initiation into the sacred schools, what I'm going into now, is consists of different different doctrines that helps you. In the doctrines of, again, Tahuti doctrine, there's doctrine of truth, which are 9 of them. So if you can understand it and you possess the magic key before, who touch at the doors of the temple, fly open of coming. Okay. Well, anyway, we're not going to go into that. So um, let me leave that alone because then that's going into another narrative. So let me play you a little something else here. To soothe your mind. We're having a really calm moment over here. Bondo, what's up? Yes. Peace, peace, everybody. So again, Thursday is a day of spiritual enlightenment, of impacting your character and personality. But sometimes you have to quiet yourself. Only on Thursday. You can pick one day, one day. And Thursday was the day that Sufis did it. And a lot of sacred schools do it on Thursday. That's why I do it on Thursday. It's a day, again, you deal with shadow work. You're asking yourself certain questions. So when we meditate, and again, oh, wait up, let me see. It's a good idea. I have a keyboard, but if you have a tuning fork, um, I can give you the hertz for that. You buy yourself a tuning fork, or just I mean, just again, just make the sound from your throat. Later on, as you progress later on, then you're able to check out the tones and do it, with accuracy. So the reason why I'm doing this also because in linguistics, these glyphs have a significance to it because these glyphs are a development from observing the constellation. The constellation. When our ancestors observed the constellations and they drew it out, they mapped it out by using Nasta Playa. They mapped it out by using the observatory in India, one of the oldest one observatory there in India, mapping it out in Nile Valley and Kemet. They're mapping it out. Well, these glyphs were represented by something. So the circle with the which is the the heart of it all. That's the reason why they put Suratu Fatiha as the first surah, which it wasn't revealed as the first surah. You know that. But they put it because of the Fatah means to open, open, the opening of the mouth ceremony to blow back, right? So it's the open. Fatah, to open. Fatah, or patah. Patah, 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 right, was the beginning of the Maya Federation, the beginning of humanity as we know it. We're known as the Thais, which is the Twa. People like the Twa, the Ana, the Khoi, and the San people. That's the Patah people race. Asar was a Patah. Kufru was a Patah. You know what I'm saying? It's the Patahites that come up the Nile Valley. And so this is the heart. This is the heart, the barrier. So in sacred science, in the Happy Valley and sacred science, and throughout the world, it was identified. It was given that ideology, the ideogram. It was given that the opening, the opening, the heart opens the door to lots of things. The heart opens the door to a lot around you. Put your heart in it, and eventually the doors will be open. Because that's the flow, and that's where you understand expansion. The heart to Yananin is Ashuk. Ashuk. Again, when you look at Ashuk, you look at the letter that starts with it is the gloated. It's the heart of it all. So that's how we are in the heart energy center. Okay. Also represented by the frequency of color of green. It's the F, which is also representative of the green. You know? So all this is related. Related. You can take it into, again, Ma Federation. Ma Ingala. Ma. The balancement. Right? It's the weighing of the heart. The balancement. It's there. So you have to, what do we use for balancement? When you balance beam is water. And right? And you see there's a green thing in the middle. You see balance and water. When you're doing construction, water also was used to balance things out. Water finds its balance. It goes back to the source. It finds its balance. The reason why it's shifting like that, it's trying to find its balance. So it's related. And then when you go ma, 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 right? But you put the ma, and then ma, mat, mat. See, it's about the heart when you deal with those tones. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to do the chant very quickly. I didn't do it at 9. It was already 9:30, but that's okay. That's okay, right? That's okay. I just do it real quickly over here. You know what I'm saying? But you see the letter when you deal with pa, paut, or ashuk, ashuk. I should bring it up. But you see the letter in ashuk. Man, see, bring it up. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me share that. Sorry, let me share that. Share my screen. Okay, here you go. There you go. All right. This is the chat. And you see, you can read it from right to left, right? Anuki, right? Anuki Jawave. Pa. See that? Ashuk. And look at pa. Paut. Paut. You see that? All that. So these are diphthongs, what are known as diphthongs. Diphthongs. We have to be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna drop it here for you. Diphthongs. So we have to pay attention to diphthongs in our language. and it's usually when two vowels. So you got pout, right? So this is pa takid, pa takid. Anuki jawe pa shukim pa pout. Wukale shuka wun jawe ni. Anuki kwasam un impa pout. Wupa pout kawun kwasa un impa imnia. Anuki wahu ame pa pout. Wupa pout kawun wahu amahnia. Nukuk kwador na jo ame kwasa un impa pout. Wukhabob ame mush rasum. Nakuk kwador kawan kalef faf nakuk. Da yur jawe papa out. Ame wasem ame da yarni kawun lake bakai jawe papa out. Anuki yabid bina fashni papa out kawun anuki papa out kwadur nakuk kwadur papa out amul nakuk amul. So it's again knowing the position of the sound where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? You know? So we'll do other letters later and how that when you go anuki jawe pa you're hitting the heart right there. Ashuk impact out the heart expansion. Wukale ashukawun jawef niya. Okay, it's like music. A lot of African languages almost sound like what musical, right? Music. Ma ingala ma ingala ma ingala. Ma ingala ma ingala ma ingala. Ma ingala ma ingala ma ingala. Ma ninde ma inde ma inde ma ingala ma ingala ma ingala. Ma ingala ma ingala ma ingala. Ma inde ma inde ma ma. You know, you know. So it's about calming that yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you meditate, you take time and the one thing about meditation, they have what you call concentration is the core of meditation. So to meditate, you have to really concentrate. And to meditate, right, you want in order to get those tones and to activate your Akasha record, your DNA strand, it's by certain tones. So here you're practicing this You're having that moment, right? The heart expansion, forgiveness. That's shadow work. Looking at your griefs, your grievance, your grief, and you're balancing out with love. And in the core of that is forgiveness. That brings about forgiveness. You know? So don't grieve, man. Balance it out with love and become and forgive. You don't have to tell a person, I forgive you. Like again, I say you don't have to tell a person, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. This is for you. This is for you to go in and to clear your that energy center. It's an etheric energy in here. It's etheric. It's etheric. It's the heart opens up. It's etheric. You know? And for Sabians, the way to the heart is Ashuk Pa'ut. It's the door to Yanin. Pa'ut. Expansion. And that Pa'ut is Ashuk. That expansion is right here in the heart energy center. You want to expand yourself through forgiveness. We have to learn how to forgive each other. You know, forgive. First, forgive ourselves. And when I forgive myself, I'm forgiving others. You know what I'm saying? and be like, you should know better. You should know better. Anyway, that's meditation. You know, again, when you meditate, you want to focus on something and so pick something. So now, from here on in, we pick the heart energy center right now. And so we're gonna look at music, we're gonna look at harmony, music, dancing. We're gonna look at this that the heart expresses, an expansion that the heart expresses. That's a condition. That's a condition, you know? That's a natural occurrence. And so we have to harness that, harness it by again sitting quietly, doing those tones that remember the shafatue, the bilabial sawut sound, right? And the N with the tongue, lisan, on top of the sanan, the teeth. So is you got the M and the N at the same time, right? So you got the um, still do making that sound, but closing your mouth with the tongue at the top. So you're going, oh, and try to expand into the room. I'll try to stay on tone. That's the caring. That's and so I'm gonna leave it there, and let me see, play a little more. So I wanted to play this here. Oh, sorry, I don't think I'm sharing it. Am I sharing it? No, I'm not. Give me 1 second. I'll share it. This one is the initiation. This is going to be our theme. Yeah. Pivot, pivot, hush, hush, pivot, pivot, hush, hush, pivot, pivot, hush, hush, pivot, pivot, hush, ma, ma, mangala, 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 mat, mat, mangala, mangala, ash, ash, pepper, 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 out. Ash, ash, Mangal, 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 Ma, 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 Mangal, Ash, Ash, Pep out, Pep out, Ma, Ma, Mangal, Mangal, Ash, Ash, Ma, Ma, Pep out, Pep out, Pep out, Pep out, Ash, Ash, Ma, Ma, Mangal, Mangal, Mangal. Ma, Ma, you know, Ma, Moya, water. We all know that we come from the waters. In the womb of our mothers is the water. In the womb of our Ma, 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 it's water. This is harmony, beauty, represented by Hathar, 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 Hatat. So I just wanted to get on here and I'm gonna end it there. So it's difficult sometimes. Patakid. Anuki Jawe Pa Ashakim Pap out. Wukale Ashika Wunja Wefnia. Anuki Kwasan Impap out. Wupap out Kawun Kwasan Imnia. Anuki Wahu Ame Pap out. Wupap out Kawun Wahu Ame Nia. Nukukodor Naja Ame Kwasan Impap out. Wukabo Ame Mushrasun Nakukwador kawan kale pafaf nakuk dayor jawef pan out ame wasa ame dayarni kawun lake bakwai jawef papa out anuki jabi bina fashni papa out kawun anuki papa out kodor nakuk kodor papa out amul nakuk amul.
Two people should have bass and guitar.
Maybe we should learn a few songs first. Great.
This is crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
no.
Hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, that was some sacred moments. Sacred moments. Yeah. And so I'm going to end it here. And so that's again, these tones. This is tones that ties you back into, again, it gives you inspiration, revelations, and reveals. When you get into tones like this, it reveals things to you. You tap into your genetic, you know what I'm saying, your ancestral patterns and your genetic blueprint. You tap into that. That's the foundation. And then when you know your foundation and stuff like that, you build upon that. But you need the heart. It's the balancement. You need the heart. You need the heart. You need to create that environment around you also, with music, with dance, with music. You know what I'm saying? Forgiveness. Definitely with forgiveness. I'm gonna leave it there, yo. Um, Let me see, nothing else. Everything I covered. So that's just the first installment of this on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's just meditating. Look, in my eyes, tears. It tears. Because when you get into that meditation, you start to um you know focus, put your concentration on that and the energy center and what it represents. You know what I'm saying? And you place the music when you're dealing with that particular center. You want to play piano music. You want to play either violin music or accordion music, and like I was playing the harp from Egypt, harp from Egypt, and I'll do it now. I'll do it now again. See if I can find it. Just to play real quickly. Yeah, play this again. Mhm. You can go to YouTube and get this, and then one day you sit down, do shadow work. Look at my grievance and say the love because of the lack of love, grief. But sometimes you grieve after the grief is gone, and you grieve. It's love, love. It's the moon energy and the sun energy. You know what I'm saying? So you raise up in that level, which is the barrier. That is the battle balance, the balance of your ideas and concept with your feelings and your emotions. You want to balance that. You want to make sure that your ideas matches your feelings and your habits, because that's what sets your paradigm. If you have an idea to be a certain thing or an idea for something, you got to make sure that you develop habitual habits with emotions and feelings and habits, so that it's in tune with your ideas and concept. And all of this happens in the heart. In the heart, you put your heart into it, because now you have your ideas, your concept, and your emotions and your feelings intact. Yeah. As musicians use these instruments. See, that's cool. Maybe people see this later on. I just wanted to put this out there just for purposes, for in the future. You figure, let me sit down, let me quiet myself, and let me meditate. Let me look at the heart energy center. Where let me look at my grief. Let me do some shadow work. Let me look at, you know, grief around me, and knowing that grief is okay. It's going to be offset by love. It's like pain is going to be offset by pleasure. You know, guilt by pleasure. Yeah. And this is important even to teach our children, and the importance of it when they learn the science. They're able to do this and relax, and a lot of things they're going to come across in their life. You're giving them tools for them to overcome a lot of things around their life. That's a lot of these children's now, schizophrenia, um, are stressing out, because of this class system. Everything is just stressing out these children. But we got to teach them now. Hey, listen, you can transcend all of this. Transcend all of this. It just is written in your code, in your ancestry pattern. It's written in there. The keys are right there. That's the master's key, right there in your genetics to transcend, right there in genetics, and the balancement. You know. Anyway, that's it is what it is. Let me be out of here. And what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, right? Funky Friday. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get copyright claims again, but I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna bring some funky tunes in tomorrow Friday, and we're gonna rock. And you're gonna see how some of these songs were samples to a lot of hip hop. You know, I played the O Santito Colon record, and that was one of the clips, the samples that they used for Terror Squad or something. Da, 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 da. Or I think Jay Z used it. Somebody used it. I'm gonna find out. But yeah. You know, those old vinyls and those clips, those samples, man. Hey, so I'm gonna play you a lot of the original content music tomorrow, Funky Friday. Funky Friday. So next Thursday we'll speak about another energy center, and we will use the tone to elevate that tone, to impact that tone, and we'll use the instrumentation for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe next Thursday I might do the sacred, the sacral center. That's your sex organ, the sacral center, and play some music that activates that. Ooh, boy, ay ay ay. I don't know. See what I can do. Anyway, peace and blessings to you all. Assalamu alaikum. Zay, you went to bed. Oh, yeah, man. Mashallah. Mashallah, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get on earlier than come on late. I'm trying to do a little more of these things because I know I don't know if I might get a copyright strike on this one here because I did use music that's coming from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But there's no content, it's just music. So I don't know, but I'll try to do one during the day that's not, there won't be copyright claim because those are my songs. And then I'll do another one that I might be copyright claim. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll use, unless I could come up with some music myself. You know? I don't know. I have no inspiration right now. But anyway, that's music at the core of it, and it's that tone. Ah, 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 um, you know, and just impact that, okay? And that's the science. And they do this in even in Vatican City. There's a lot of religion has taken that from the Nile Valley, and that's what it is. Anyway, hold on 1 second. And listen, for those of you that can, you know what I'm saying, to support, you know what I'm saying. Today was a little different for free will offering, donate. That's my PayPal in the bottom there, right? That's the PayPal, right? I let it roll one more time, and then I put my cash app. And so, um, there you go. And then here's my cash app. You know, it's my cash app. You know. So if you're gonna support, you know what I'm saying? And let me know what kind of discussions you want, or content, if you want to come on also with me. Pretty soon I'm gonna start off my Music Chronicle interviews with some artists. I'm trying to get some more artists. I can interview them. Um, and be very interesting. Keep that going. But at the same time, I'm gonna continue on doing this every Thursday is spiritual. So we already established the fact. You light up candles, you set your mode, the candles, and depending on which energy center. Look, I'm hearing a lot of ring in my ear. Depending on which energy center, you know what I'm saying, you're dealing with. You're gonna deal with the instrumentation. You know what I'm saying. You're gonna put that instrument on. You're gonna check out the tone. You're gonna learn about what is what power you have here. You know, it's a couple of things I wanted to say, but anyway, we'll go in deep in later on. Anyway, peace and blessings to you all. Let's do my little outro, man. I got to go get my outro right here, and I do.